Hey everyone, I am Pion, and welcome to Pion's Perspective, with the first Strife patch episode since open beta. Welcome to patch 0.4.2. Before we start though, I will make two versions of this Pion's Perspective. This one, which is the short version, and a longer version where I talk more in depth, and I will have a guest there. Flipside Nimit will join me there, and we will talk in depth about all the changes in this patch. But since this is the short version, let's stop talking about stuff and start talking about the patch. So there are three new heroes: Jinchi, Gokong, and Nikolai. I will not go too in depth on them here though, but let's just say two words regarding Nikolai. Slam dunk. It's fucking amazing. It's a bunch of user interface improvements. I like that. A bunch of balance changes. Some of them a bit weird. So Bastion got nerfed, which kind of makes sense. So his stun duration on the static charge got nerfed for all levels except level 1. It kind of makes sense because Bastion is pretty strong right now. Caprice got buffed, her mana pool got increased, and the radius of the anchor got increased, so it's easier to hit now. The goal was to make Caprice stronger on lower skill levels while not affecting higher skill levels too much, which is a good way of doing this because pro players will hit the anchor anyway, and now lower skill level players will have it easier to hit it. Carter got buffed. The imminent boom stun duration on the early levels got increased, which is a bit weird because Carter is pretty strong right now. I'm not sure why he got buffed. The idea behind this is probably to make the imminent, or is not probably, they say it, to make the imminent boom more reliably, because it was really annoying to hit the imminent boom on level 1. The enemy is running away, you hit him on a very long range and you cannot catch up to him because the stun duration is so short. So then we get really weird hail nerf, inertial sword, now there's turret aggro. This is really weird because A, hail is not the strongest right now, and B, other passive skills in Strife don't draw turret aggro. So I'm not really sure where this is coming from, but yeah, I guess we take it. Minerva got buffed, increased health regeneration, which makes sense because she's not the strongest right now, so that's okay. Ray got buffed again, not again, but Ray got buffed, which is really weird on the other hand, because he is one of the strongest right now, and indeed he's one of the top tier heroes, or was one of the top tier heroes before the patch, and he got another buff now, so his shock field stuns for a longer duration on the earlier levels, which is a weird decision, but I think the reason behind this is the next change. It's to compensate for the Fitz nerf. Since you play Fitz a lot on Ray, a Fitz nerf will automatically nerf Ray as well. Fitz will give less gold now. Fitz was pretty strong. I don't felt it was out of place. The reasoning is to make it, because it was competing with Luster too much. The thing is, it's competing, or it's outshining Luster because Luster is underpowered. So I'm not sure why they nerfed Fitz instead of buffing Luster, but I guess. I don't know. I don't really agree with this change. Iceforge Blade got buffed a bit, which is good. A Stone Skin as well, which is good as well. Hexbane got nerfed, which is good, but the way it got nerfed is really weird. They removed the health instead of nerfing the Hex. I'm not too sure what I should think about this, but I will talk a bit more in depth with Nimit about this, I guess. Curse Vent got buffed, which is good because it was very underused. And probably the biggest change in this patch, besides from the heroes, a bunch of lifesteal buffs. Vampiric Dagger now grants armor and might be a viable item now. Berserk's Mask got a 1% increased lifesteal buff, and a bunch of enchantments got buffed as well. I'm not sure why it says that the Wound Splitter Vampirism enchantment is cheaper now, because the Wound Splitter doesn't have a Vampirism enchantment, but I guess it's a typo. It's the only explanation I have. Okay, neutral experience increased by 10% to make jungling more viable. I don't think this will work because the main problem of jungling is that the 1v2 lane will not hold. But, I mean, it will help a bit, I guess, but this will not make jungling viable at all. At least not on high-level competitive play. Kratos and Syndara got buffed a bit, which is good because GPM got buffed in the last patch. And so heroes get stronger late game, and so Syndara and Kratos get weaker in comparison. So buffing them now makes sense, and that's the reasoning from S2 as well here. So yeah, good change in my opinion. I would have liked to see a damage buff for Syndara as well, because she's not doing too much damage on the higher levels, but I guess health is okay for now. Also, we got a bunch of bug fixes. The most important ones are obviously probably changed pings to prevent spamming hero audio on pings made in rapid succession. So no more attack the enemy crux, because that was fucking annoying. And Mystic Dagger now works with Hail's inertial sword, which is a hail buff, yes, but I don't think in Mystic Dagger is actually worth it on hail. So I'm not sure if this is affecting anything. But anyway, yeah, what well, still no rank play, which is very, very sad, but I guess we have to live with it. As I said, this is the short version. I will do a longer version of this video. I will link it in the description or here on the screen. And we'll have Nimit as a guest there, and we will talk about all the changes in depth. And yeah, feel free to watch that as well if you're interested in that. And thanks a lot for watching this version. Have fun and see ya next time.